Okay, imagine a place where mini-golf meets craft cocktails, where families gather under cabanas next to a putting green, and neighbors argue over noise complaints before the venue even opens. Welcome to the bizarre, fascinating debate around Homewood's proposed, the Woods Golf and Social, a project that's way more interesting than just another bar with putters. Let me break down why this tiny corner of Alabama might become a case study in modern urban development conflicts. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. This isn't some corporate chain dropping a generic template. The founders are locals, Homewood natives, who claim they've designed this for the community. But here's the twist, the community is divided. On paper, it sounds like a millennial-friendly paradise, 18 holes of mini-golf, a full bar serving $25 day passes, live music, and a 125-person outdoor capacity. But when you dig deeper, this project crystallizes a tension playing out in towns everywhere. How do you balance economic growth with preserving neighborhood character? Personally, I think the loudest criticism, noise and traffic, feels short-sighted. Yes, late-night trivia on Saturdays might raise eyebrows, but these developers are offering curated events, not a frat house. What fascinates me is how often local ownership becomes a shield against criticism. Owen Ferguson and his partners living nearby isn't just a PR move, it's a strategic gamble. They're betting their residency gives them credibility to dismiss outsider accusations. But does knowing your mayor personally actually solve sound pollution? Probably not. Let's unpack the design choices. An 18-hole course that's open until midnight. That's not just for kids' birthdays, it's a deliberate attempt to capture both family dollars and adult nightlife. The $25 adult pass feels calculated to position this as a premium experience. Compare that to, say, Dave & Buster's, where arcade games and alcohol dominate. This is subtler, mini-golf as the Trojan horse for a social hub. Brilliant business move. Maybe. But it also creates a weird duality. Parents might come for the G-rated facade and stay for the bourbon list. What many people miss here is the environmental angle. Kristen Troughtbridge's concerns about tree removal and stormwater management aren't NIMBY distractions, they're legitimate. Alabama's weather patterns are shifting. A paved entertainment complex in a floodplain could become a taxpayer-funded disaster. Yet the city zoning administrator calls it worthwhile because it meets code. That phrase always raises red flags for me. Meeting minimum requirements isn't the same as future-proofing infrastructure, especially when climate resilience should be non-negotiable. Now, the parking situation, 22 spaces for 125 people. Let's do the math. Even if every car held for patrons, that's still 31 extra vehicles spilling into residential streets. This isn't just a Homewood problem, it's a symptom of cities approving developments with wishful thinking about rideshares and public transit. I'd love to see the traffic impact study they presented. Were rush hour simulations included? Probably not. Here's the deeper layer, this reflects a national shift toward experiential consumption. People don't want stuff, they want Instagrammable moments. Mini-golf at dusk with string lights and a whiskey flight. That's a TikTok trend waiting to happen. But at what cost? The irony is thick when residents complain about new development in a state that spent decades chasing suburban sprawl. This project forces us to ask, what version of progress do we actually want? As the city council debates, I keep circling back to Mario Nieves' quote, "Support development as long as the city's rules are followed." That's the ultimate cop-out. Codes are baselines, not moral compasses. Homewood has a chance to demand more, better sustainability measures, stricter noise ordinances, maybe even community benefit agreements. Because this isn't just about one golf course. It's about setting precedents for every entrepreneur who sees a blank lot and thinks, I could build something fun here. Final thought, whether the Woods opens or not matters less than the conversation it sparked. How do we create spaces that serve both investors and inhabitants? Can local automatically equal good neighbor? Drop your take in the comments, especially if you've lived through a development battle in your town. Because trust me, Homewood's fight is coming soon to a community near you.